Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Have you been enjoying the Olympics? I have enjoyed every minute. I'm grateful to say that my daughter and I are represented Benin and Niger when the Olympics were in Atlanta. And so we were able to have the credentials that you needed to be able to visit. And we had all access credentials, and it was an exceptional experience, just absolutely exceptional. And so when I've been watching the Olympics, I think about the Olympic spirit. And when I think about the Olympic spirit, I think about you. And one of the things, there's a motto in Latin. So I'm going to do the motto in Latin first. Citius, Altius, because I got my French thing, I think. Fortius and Communiter. Okay, I messed up a lot of Latin there. But I like the motto. So I'm saying, en français, on dit plus vite, plus haut, plus fort, ensemble. That is the part that I am loving. The importance of unity. Do you see how, listen, the Olympic Games represent what we could actually have in the United States, what we can actually have around the world. We got countries that don't like each other, that are in the same locker room, in the same village. You haven't heard, excuse me, okay, you all know what's going on with me. You haven't heard any kind of disruption of any type, of any sort. They're all in Paris, where I wish I were. And if you go to my community page, you'll see when I've been going, like most of my life, I guess, but I'm not there this time. But anyway, let me just say, the unity that I see among the nations, between the nations, with each other, people who win, people who don't win. It's the Olympic spirit. And I see the Olympic spirit more in Paris. I don't know, maybe because it's Paris. And I saw it here in Atlanta. You know, there's a connection. Atlanta and Paris has always had a strong connection. And so, I don't know, I just feel like if we could have that same spirit, just that same spirit between us as a people, as human beings. I noticed that when the runners run and the swimmers swim, all the different sports, they stand near each other. And when it's their turn, they step right up and they do their thing. If it's all a group of different countries together, when one wins, maybe they know each other, they come and hug one another. You know, why we can't have, baby, why we can't have that? Why the world, when it comes to sports, it seems like it's even bored. What is it about the sports that makes it more compatible to be nice? It's compelling to be nice to your opponent and then go out and beat them and then still be humble at the end. I've watched this whole Olympics, and that's what I've come away with. And what about you, baby? Don't you think it's the same thing? I mean, why we don't have that thing between us? Some of you are in different countries that watch A Slice of Life, thank you. But my point is that right here in the United States, it would be good to have some of that camaraderie, some of that love for each other. You know, so when it says United States, we all clap and we hear the they play our national anthem and they stand there with so much pride. And then they have to come back. They have to come back like the servicemen used to have to come back and be hung and lynched in their uniform. You see, when they come back home, I think about the young men and the black men who have won. And I was thinking, like, if you go down the wrong road in any place in not just in Atlanta, but any place in the United States, they won't know that you are an Olympian. They're gonna say somebody look just like you with dreads, 5'10", between 5'11" and 6'3", just robbed somebody, dark skin, just robbed somebody. And so here you are, an Olympic star. Who would know that? You almost have to keep your Olympic stuff on so nothing will happen to you, because we don't have ensemble. Ensemble is not working. You know, the togetherness is not working. Communiter, is that what they say in the Latin? Because I want to say it with the French accent, but it's just not working. And you know, we need to take notes and watch how it's working at the games. Les jeux, they're doing an exceedingly exceptional job of being kind to one another. Maybe behind the scenes, I don't know, but just openly, I don't see anybody with their nose all turned up. I don't want to touch you because your skin don't look like my skin, because there's a lot of skin over there that look like my skin. It's a lot of skin from a lot of different countries that are winning, that the people look like me or some version of this skin, you see. And so I think we should take some lessons. This is my commentary today. We should take some lessons from les jeux, the games. We should take lessons from what is happening with the games. And so we could let's take some individual lessons. Let's start with individual lesson. Lesson 1, a desire to win. Oh my God, a desire to win. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome to know and say, because each time to get there, they had to train. A desire to win, you got to put in some time. You say, I want to win. I want to be on top of the world. I want accolades. I want to show the world who I am. Baby, you got to put in some time and some training. Every one of those people who won will tell you how, when everybody else was playing, when everybody else was in the club, when everybody else was doing something else, they were on their job, which was to train for the Olympics. Can you imagine giving up all this flash and all? You got to give up all that. You got to give it up, baby. You want to win, you got to put in the time. And that goes for every age. I'm 82. To do this show, I've been putting in the time. And I'm like Myron Golden. I'm still not there yet. I still got things to read and do. I still have to remember some things that I got to look at to make sure that I'm on point when I talk to you. You got to put in the time, and you don't win. And then you see how they go that extra push. Have you seen people come from behind, come from the side, come from everywhere, and you can see the determination on their face. So you got to want it and be determined to get it. You know, I have been determined all my life. Whatever you thought I was supposed to have, God had another plan. Determination. It's like you can't stop. It's a rhythm there. It's a rhythm. It's a wind rhythm. It's in your head. What I tell you all the time? What? This controls this. It's the minds. I heard them say, did you hear them say, are you watching the Olympics? I tell you what, watch the last games, and don't watch who won, watch how they won. Watch the leading up to the win. Watch the body movements. Watch the facial expressions. Watch that desire and that will to win individually. Look at each one of them. And then look at the team as they come together and support one another. We got a lot of lessons, baby, that we can learn from the Olympics. Just watching the Olympics got me going with this. We got the lesson of winning, determination, and team effort, ensemble. Okay? Working together. And then that's just in your group. That's just you and yours. And then we can step over here in another country, and they still share the same characteristics, the same values. And then each country, it appears to me, especially when I was with the Olympics, but I'm just talking about looking through the TV at Paris, the people there, seems like each country has a love for the sport to the point where they love the sport so much, they know what the other one did to get there. And they know that I did this and you did this, and so that's why we can say hello to one another and hug one another, because we know the time it took. It took a lot to get to be an Olympian star. Even to get to the Olympics, there were trials and tribulations, and then you still got to get there and do trials to get in the finals. Baby, the Olympics to me sets the tone for the world. We need to pay attention. Sports, the Olympic sports, the Olympic Games to me speak to what we can do around the world if we just take a few minutes and pay attention to the other guy and count them in as human. Wow. I love you. It's powerful for me. Plus vite, plus haut, plus fort, ensemble. Here's the good thing. I love you. And you can't do anything about it. Oh, by the way, here's something you can just smile with me. My birthday was August 2nd. My daughter's birthday is August 8th today. Two Leos, sending love.